Welcome to the Mind, Body and Soul podcast. I am your host, John Morris, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. Normally we record these shows, but with all that's going on in the world right now, I felt that it was really important that I gave my attention to this topic fully. If you've seen many of the conversations we've been having recently, and you've seen all that's going on and around the world, you'll know that there's a lot of unrest and a lot of uncertainty right now. And the older I get, the less that I know, and the more that I lose myself to the Great Spirit, the more that I begin to realize that all of this is a show. It is a game. It is all a game. And what I mean by that is life is all a game. So first of all, don't take yourself too seriously, because none of us are getting out of here alive. But secondly, I like games. They can be amazing fun, they can be very playful, they can be wonderful and joyous. But I don't like games where people are going into schools and shooting a bunch of children. I don't like games where my friends and family are struggling to decide whether or not to put on the heating or whether or not to feed themselves. Because prices of inflation are so high, because greedy people are now ripping many others off. I don't like games where our governing bodies that take care or are meant to take care of our school and our children and our children's children, and where scientists are exploiting little kids, tell them at 3, 4, 5 and 6 years old it's okay if you want to do irreversible damage to your body. It's okay. You be who you want to be. And as many of you have heard me say before, the you that you believe yourself to be is not actually the you that you are. You are an incredibly divine and wonderful spirit having a temporary human experience. You are not your sexual identity. You are not your gender. You are not your confusion. You are not your job. You are not your illness. You are incredible. And when you realize that all these games are going on, all these games are being played, and society is allowing it to, you, my friend, are allowing it to happen. My job being here is hopefully to say something that will jar you and make you think, wow, he's got a point. If we don't want this world and the people upon it to completely and utterly fall apart, we have to do something. I just got finished writing, with a great deal of help from my wonderful wife, an assignment. It was actually my last assignment for university. I tend to have the conceptual ideas and thoughts and stuff, and Katie always makes them sound wonderful. She's an incredible, incredible soul. And the topic was all about the repressed, suppressed people of our world, the marginalized people of our world, the people who have much and those who have little, those who are mile-high city rollers with millions and millions and billions of dollars in their pocket, and the others that don't have a pot to piddle in. In Victorian London, they used to call them paupers. And we were writing about that. And everywhere you look in society, to be honest, even right back in history to Boadicea, who was an Essex girl who originally loved Rome. Her husband passed away and Rome seized all her land and possessions, and she eventually went to war and wanted to attack Rome and so many other things. But the more and more that I look around, the more and more I see this. Those with the power, the deciders, they literally decide how everything goes. Those who have little to no power have to accept it all. But something incredible happens from time to time. You get a group of people or one person with a loud enough voice that stands up and speaks out and says, "No, we're not going to have this ever again." And that is why I cry out to you through the wilderness now, from my home in the west of Scotland. I may not be out there on the streets. I may not be out there in the cities, shouting and screaming like a lunatic with placards, demanding for change. But I make my change in a much more subtle way. I make my change through the guidance of the Divine Spirit. I never call myself a guru, a coach, a mentor, a minister, and the reason being is because to me that has become such a dirty word now. You've many coaches around the world, and I've said this over and over again, who literally are teaching on things that they have no idea or authority to speak on. People that are actually doing more harm than good. And that is why I simply am. I am not a teacher. I am not a guru. I'm not a mentor. I'm not even a guide. But I simply am a divine spirit from the divine spirit. Sometimes my actions may appear completely insane, but you've got to know that they also come from an incredible place of love, an incredible place of peace and joy. And I'm speaking to you right now. If you can hear me, literally I'm on the other side of your phone speaking into your ear, telling you, for me to make massive change by patrolling the streets and do all that would take a great deal of time, a great many hours. But through the great gifts that I have learned over the years, I'm able to sit here in my house in the west of Scotland, and I'm able to speak to you directly. I'm able to reach out to you wherever you are, knowing that you're out there somewhere in the day-to-day place, making a humongous difference wherever you are. And I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for you doing that, whether it's in an ordinary 9-to-5 job, whether it's as a teacher, whether it's as a minister, whether it's as a mentor, whether it's as a spiritual guide, whether it's as a person who works in finance, whether it's a person who works in packing, shipping, whether it's someone who works on the docks as a manual laborer, or someone high up that works in a board of commerce or the chamber of commerce. I am so thankful for you, more than you will ever know. It is not a mistake that you're hearing this. It is not a mistake that you are feeling the things and seeing the things that you are seeing and hearing. It is all divine. When you look around your life, you can see so many beautiful patterns of God saying to you, this is what you need to look at. This is what you need to study. This is what you need to know. I know that because I've seen that in my own life. There are many reasons as to why I don't go out into the world and speak out in public, and none of them matter, because I am alive for a time as such as this, and I'm here with you now. So when you're feeling down, when you're feeling sad and gloomy and frustrated about the way of the world and all that's going on, close your eyes, listen to my voice. Know that you are not alone. Know that if you cry out and you stick to it like superglue, that the Divine Spirit will be with you and is guiding you always. I never worry about numbers. I never worry about how popular my shows are, for the simple reason I know that the people that I speak to are the people that need to hear this message. And many more will follow long after I'm dead and gone, physically. But when you feel sad, and when you feel a little bit gloomy, I want you to do two things. First of all, I want you to turn on to teachers like Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer has one of those phenomenal voices that will help level your mood and emotion out in ways and in speeds that you can't even begin with. Don't listen to guys like Gary Vee and Tony Robbins. And they're designed to inspire you. They're designed to motivate you like Billy Graham did in the 1950s. And they have some phenomenal advice for sure. But if you're looking for a spiritual alignment, beautiful men like Wayne Dyer, Sadhguru, Alan Watts, myself. We are all here to help you. It all starts with how you feed your mind. What you put into it is what's going to come out. What you train yourself with is what you will see in your life. So make sure, as I tell you so frequently, make sure you study that which you desire to become. You are a beautiful, amazing, divine soul, but remember, all of this is a game. All of this is like the grand performance. In the words of Shakespeare, all the world is a stage and all the persons upon it are merely players, actors that have their entrances and exits at a lot of time, men coming on, portraying all manner of characters. And one man in his life plays the part of many roles. And you play the part of a child, you play the part of a student, you play the part of a businessman, or a businesswoman, or a mother, or a father, or a grandmother, grandfather, and then your body eventually plays the part of a corpse. But the amazing thing is, you are a divine spirit. And when all this is over with and done, 300 million years from now, no one will even remember that you existed. And dying will literally be like going to sleep and never ever having been. And your friends will never have been. And there's nothing to be afraid of in that. There really isn't. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But you and your spirit will go on, because you that you think you are is not the you that you think you are. You are so much more than your body. You are essentially, your car is your body, and the you sitting inside the car is your spirit, and it's exactly the same with you. Your body is the outer shell of the car, and the you that's inside, the beautiful, wonderful, spiritual you that shines so brightly and amazing and more magnificent than you can ever even imagine. That you, that gorgeous you, that's the amazing part that's divine and eternal. And when you start listening to those aforementioned teachers of Wayne Dyer, Sadhguru, Alan Watts, myself, the Buddha, Jesus, many others, you will come to know the real you inside of you. And if you keep listening to that spirit, you keep training yourself, you keep listening out for him, you, my friend, will be guided, and you will have ideas that will fulfill your every whim and every desire. And I don't say this out of a place of religious claptrap or, self-improvement jargon, because I don't buy into either one of them. But I know it from experience. Some of my best ideas have come through the power of meditation, where you close your eyes, you listen to Wayne Dyer, you listen to a meditation, and you just listen. Just don't even pay attention to the words, just relax, and the divine spirit of God will start whispering messages into you, little promptings, things for you to do. Little promptings, things for you to do that's going to take you from where you are to where you want to be. And you'll be so amazed at where you end up. You're here with a reason and a purpose, my friend. Never ever doubt that. And if I can help in any way, I want you to reach out to me on social media or at thebattlesweallface.com. Our website's going under some new changes and transformations just now. But I've got a book out, and it's called The Battles We All Face. You can check it out on Amazon or at thejohnmorris.co.uk. You can check it out in paperback, hardback, ebook, and audiobooks. If you've enjoyed me talking to you, calming you, relaxing you, focusing you, then you will enjoy this book so much more. And that book is designed to break down 40 of the most common battles that people face, 40 of the most common issues that people struggle with all the time, and to help you understand them in a very simple manner. And if I can help you in any way, and you are struggling and you are seeking guidance, reach out to me on thebattlesweallface.com. And let's see what we can do. Here's to your success, my friend. Namaste as always. God bless.